I mean, I don't think he ever left. He just hasn't said anything in like in a month.
Damn it.
Why? I'm gonna debate him again soon.
I
I think I've gotten a
guess.
lot better at debating since our first debate.
Oh, well, I
With
mean,
him.
you always get better. I mean, that's no brainer. I mean, uh, there's a lot you do I couldn't do. I couldn't put up with some of the. You're nicer than me. I don't think I have the mentality to quite do what you do. You've seen me go off on some motherfuckers.
Yeah, I
There
try
I
to.
go
Hey,
again.
Ozzy, how are you? I try to be as nice as possible to people, but it's like that guy that wouldn't even let me talk. He's like, "Shut the fuck up, man! Shut the fuck up!" I'm like, "Come on, man, just
Yeah,
let me speak." And he just kept saying it. I'm like, "All right, you know what? I'm just gonna kick you out." And then he joined back. I'm like, "Okay, you're just gonna keep joining back. I'm gonna server mute you." Then I muted him, and then he left because I wanted to talk about my point. I don't want to be interrupted while he's screaming at the top of his lungs, his 19-year-old self, saying, "Oh, you gotta." It doesn't matter how you dress. If you go into a bank asking for a $500,000 loan, they should let you. If you have a bunch of holes in your shirt,
yeah, no, no. Don't like I said. The only reason that one guy got away with the toilet paper business plan that I know of was because he didn't need their money. He did. He flat out told me. He said, "I just don't want to use my money." He said, "I'd rather have my money liquid, so I can do whatever I need whenever I need to do it." But he
yeah,
could have footed the bill himself.
we're
So I
doing
can
good.
get. Yeah, hey Ozzy, hey Tracy. I did want to add this though. When they were talking, I don't know who brought it up, but said that the Democrats, the women's been running for president the last few times.
Yeah, I said that.
Here is what I think's the problem with Democrats. They need to have because they had Obama in 2008, and then they run Hillary, and then they run an old man, and then they run Kamala. And here's where I think they've messed up. They need to run a midget black man with ADD that's gay.
He's gonna win all the Democrat votes for sure.
Exactly. Exactly. That's where they're messing up at. But I so wanted to add, and I can't believe that I didn't get to talk to that one kid. I so bad wanted to talk to that one kid because doing away with public roads is the most retarded thing I have ever heard of anybody wanting to do. There is so many repercussions. That is the one thing that sets America apart from literally any other country in the world is our infrastructure. If Now there's some places that come close, but nowhere. Yeah, they sort of come close, but nothing like us. I mean, we can get our goods from East Coast to West Coast, no problems, by air, by rail, by truck. And you want to take away roads? You know how expensive things would get if you think that 3 days. If truckers goes on if every trucker went on strike, I think that the study is like 3 days and you're going to notice bare shelves.
Oh,
And
for
in a week,
sure.
they ain't going to be nothing there.
No,
So
I
how do
just
you
think it
think it
was
would?
ridiculous what that guy was saying. I mean, obviously he's, 19, 20 years old. He doesn't know how the world works. Like I said before, every single place I've gone to, whether it's an interview, a job interview, this or that, or going to meet with anyone important, I instantly get, more respect and I get more attention and I get more yeses. Not even by what I say. I mean, I have a good mouthpiece, I like to think, but
Mhm.
I can just tell by like 80 to 90% of the time, they're like, okay, this guy takes us seriously. He's dressed well, so he must take us seriously. Like I'm a casual dresser normally. I just dress in t-shirts and all kinds of stuff. But if it's something serious,
Yeah. Yeah, I see somebody commenting down here, Tesla truckers, no driver. That's not entirely true. Um, they have to have a driver in them right now. They are still in the R&D stage. Um,
my comment on
but
that is, I mean, you can tell me what you think, but if the driverless Tesla trucks do come, I do still think that they're gonna require a trucker to be inside the vehicle. He might not necessarily be driving it, but that all that's gonna do is give more experienced truckers like yourself, people that have been doing it for some time, they're going to be going in and they're going to be behind the wheel. They're going to be like, okay, we're going to have only the experienced truckers watch behind the wheel to make sure that the Tesla vehicle
Yes.
is doing good. And if
That's
something
what I
happens,
foresee. That's what I foresee happening also, because the thing is the moment you take the human the moment you take the human element out of it, who do you blame for an accident? Because as
yep,
it stands right now, you could literally rear end me. I could be sitting at a intersection and you could rear end me. And there are lawyers that'll take the case to sue my company for a settlement.
yep.
Now they couldn't do that if there's and I don't agree with that. I think that's total bullshit. It makes me want to find those lawyers and do unspeakable things. Like give them bear hugs and nasty kisses.
And first off, they need to make sure to watch. Even if I was the owner operator and I owned a bunch of trucks, even if they said, you don't need a driver, whatever, etc. If my business was moving millions of dollars worth of equipment, you better be damn sure I'm going to make sure there's someone behind it, even if the regulations
Yeah.
require it or not. I'm going to make sure I have a truck
Well, it's
driver in
like
that truck.
this. Okay, I see somebody said it's the future. No, it's not entirely the future.
What if someone
Let's
steals?
say,
What if someone, pops a tire because they say
what if
swastika
someone
car,
steals?
like the
That's a
Democrats were
very
doing
valid
before?
point. Another valid point is, okay, you out west, snow chain signs go up, or the snow chain lights get lit up. Who's going to put your snow chains on? Let's say in another situation, you going across flooded road, or you're going across um, a snowy road. You hit a ditch. I don't see AI getting out and stacking stones underneath your tires and doing all kinds of crazy stuff to get the truck unstuck.
I will box
Um,
any single person, but sorry to interrupt you, but continue. I agree
now
with you.
go
This
ahead.
guy's been commenting on my shit recently. He's like, box me. I don't think we're in the same weight class. La di la di la. You said you're 180 pounds. You're probably about 5'4", 5'6", maybe at best, maybe 5'8", 5'9". I'm 6'5". I'm telling you, you do not want to box someone with a 9-foot wing spread. Like, it's not something you want to do before you even get close to make contact with me. Okay, 6'1", 200 pounds. I find that hard to believe, but I'm much bigger than you physically. So that I don't want to box you just because of that. And second off, I'm not boxing
Where?
anyone on YouTube
What
unless
state?
they give me a bag.
What
They got to give me
state
a
are you
couple
even
grand
from,
if you want me
YouTube
to
guy?
box you.
Yeah, what state are you even from, YouTube guy?
Like, I'll box literally anyone. Write me a check for $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. We can do a live
I
stream
would too.
boxing match. But I'm not boxing you
What state are
for.
you
We
from,
can do
YouTube
blue.
guy? I don't want to know
Anyone
what
out there
town,
that
but
wants
what
to do
state?
blue state versus red state boxing, hit me up. But come with $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. I'll sign a
I think we should
contract.
do
I have
tag
lawyers
team.
that will write up a contract. You will pay me that $2,000, and we'll set up the boxing.
Tag team, Graham. We do tag team. I want to be your tag team partner.
Hell yeah. I will box any single Democrat out there. All you gotta do is sign a contract with my lawyer and give the money to my lawyer, and then
No rules street fight.
I mean, like I said,
Like
I'm up for
Thunder.
whatever you want. We can do bare knuckle boxing if you want, but you gotta
If
contact
if
my. You
we're
gotta
if
get in
we're
touch with me, and you gotta come with that money.
if we're going to indulge our fantasies here, I think we should do something like Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, where 4 may enter, only 2 may leave. And we get those like rubber band things where you can jump around the ring and you got chainsaws and shit that you can grab and chase after the other fucker.
My
That sounds like a
wingspan
lot
is
of
my
fun.
long ass arms that will reach you long before you even get to me.
Hey,
But
I'll be
like I
right
said, if
back. I
anyone
might
wants
get
to
in chat.
box me, hit me up when you have $2,000 or $3,000 that you want to burn. Because if you want me to come to you, the price is gonna go up to $3,000 because I gotta book a ticket to your state.
Actually, Graham, this is something I've always wanted to do. Is have you seen the pugil sticks?
No.
It's those padded sticks that the military uses, and they do pugil stick fights. They're like staffs, but they got big old thick padding across them. Man, I've
What's
always
up,
wanted to do a
Snuffles? How
pugil.
you doing, brother? Sorry to interrupt you. I
It's
just
like a
get
glorified. It's
ADHD.
like a glorified pillow fight.
Hmm.
Yeah, the Q-tips. Pettigrew knows what I'm talking about. The Q-tips. I've always wanted to do that. Mad Max Society may come in 2030. Yes, well, we need to get on building this Thunderdome thing now, people. Now. I'll be like Master Blaster. I need me a midget to sit on my shoulders.
So much hate from the left. Why am I not surprised? Furries are embarrassing. I agree. I think here's the level of derangement. Derangement is right here. Trans are right here. Furries are somewhere pretty close as well. I'll put it that way. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you all of them are completely deranged in terms of furries. We did meet that one furry. The one on the stream that one time they said they don't really like the liberal leftists.
Hey,
Oh
YouTube
yeah,
guy,
I
we
heard about
changed the bugle sticks.
Jimmy Kimmel got canceled indefinitely. That's fantastic.
I know it. I'm glad. I'm glad too. Come on, nobody's watching Jimmy Kimmel to begin with.
The last time I watched Jimmy Kimmel, and it's just because I like Elon. The last time I watched Jimmy Kimmel was when Elon Musk was on there, I believe, or he was making fun of Elon or something. Euro drinks juice and chews Zins. Yeah, I do drink juice and I do chew Zins. Fascist? Oh, that's the same kind. You know who's a
Well,
fascist? When you murder someone for what they say and for them speaking
very
freedom of
fascist.
the First Amendment. If you kill someone for what they said, you're by definition a fascist. That makes the Democrat Party all fascists. If you guys got any questions or comments,
Democrat.
anything you want to talk about, drop super chats. I'll answer any question. Other than that, I'm just answering the good questions I see in the comment. Stop, chew. I don't have any Zins in my mouth right now. I just took one out before starting this live stream.
Andrea, do you do the Zins?
Yeah, she loves the Zins way more than me. Zins are an epidemic. I'm a
Oh
little
my
bit
God.
late to the club.
Y'all are Zen junkies.
Yeah, man, Zins are addictive. I've smoked cigarettes and cigars before. I'll be honest with you. I can smoke a cigarette and never want to do it again. But Zins are kind of addicting.
Yeah, I like a good cigar. I like a good cigar now and again. I'm gonna do one of our talk shows one day from the cigar shop down the road.
Remember when you guys made me do 8 at once? I mean, yeah,
I
someone
don't think
dropped
I
a
was on here
$20
when you
super
did 8
chat.
then.
I don't know if you did 8. You probably did 3 or 4 because Josh dropped a $20 super chat and he said, "Put 6 Zins in your mouth." If anyone out there wants me to put a bunch of Zins in my mouth, I'll do it. But you better make it like a $25 or $30 super chat.
Well, how much did the Zins cost?
Honestly, someone just gave these to me to try them, and that was a bad choice on me. They're telling me, "Oh, try it, try it." I'm like, all right.
Hey, you ought to get you a couple of nicotine patches and try it with the nicotine
Oh,
patches.
fuck no. I don't like nicotine patches. I've never tried one, to be honest, but they seem horrible. What is it,
I've
caffeine?
never
No, it's nicotine.
tried.
It's $8 a pack. Okay, well, that's fair enough. If someone drops a $25 or $30 super chat, I will put a bunch of Zins in my mouth. Or hell, if you want me to do 300 to 400 push-ups for a $20 super chat, easy.
For $100, he'll boof it.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Come on, that's what the young kids do these nowadays. They
If you
boof
don't
them.
want to pay me to box you, why should I, box you at all? Why should I come to your state? I'm all the way from Florida. I'm not coming to Michigan to box some overweight 5'9" guy. No, thank you.
I think we should do the pugil sticks.
Pugil sticks is nice too. I would do pugil sticks for free if you come to Florida.
I'm gonna take all the padding out of my pugil sticks and put lead in the end.
Oh my god, you're evil. No, I wouldn't do pugil sticks with the Democrats because they're likely to put a fucking rock in one of them.
No, the problem with doing pugil sticks with a Democrat is they're liable to try and shove it up their ass.
They do like to shove a lot of strange shit up their ass. MAGA, you traitors. I don't feel like I should tell you where in Florida I live, but if you stick around to my channel and subscribe, you can find out pretty quickly. I talk about it all the time. But
Yeah.
smash that like button, guys. We got 200 people in here, only 13 likes. But yeah, I love that these people are. I love that Chris, like as a lawyer, he should not be doing this. He's a freaking lawyer for crying out loud. He sent one article from BBC, the British Broadcast Network, whatever the fuck you want to call it. They said,
Yeah.
he said, oh, they're deporting people that are legal visa holders, legal visa holders. Well, I did a little bit of research on that. I looked through about 5 to 10 different articles. And hey, thank you for subscribing. I looked through about 5 to 10 different articles, and it said out of those 400 illegals that were deported, I think about 385 of them were, South Korean citizens, and they either
Yeah.
entered the country illegally, they overstayed their visa, or they applied for a visa and it was never finalized, and they never got the paperwork. So I don't know what the Democrats are
So there wasn't
screaming.
mistakes made. So
Sorry?
there wasn't mistakes made. So there
No,
wasn't
as far
mistakes
as
made.
I've done my research, there were no mistakes made whatsoever.
Yeah. Love you, Chris, but
I
you
mean, he
got to really
admitted it. He
watch your
didn't do any
story.
research. He said, well, I don't want to debate about that because I didn't do any research.
Well,
I didn't do
that's
any
just like his
research.
that's just like his claim about Netanyahu um, trying to
Continue Hamas and whatnot.
continue my. I looked for even bullshit articles and I could not find anything.
That is disgusting, though. You're a piece of human garbage. You're subhuman. Charlie Kirk never said that, but you can cry all you want about it.
Yeah.
Indian control FBI? I mean, he's an American citizen. So what if he has Indian ancestry? Who cares? I think Jimmy Kimmel is canceled, but I don't know why you're defending Jimmy Kimmel. I mean, he
I've
did
heard that
profit
I've heard
millions
3
of
different
dollars
stories.
off laughing at a man's death.
Yeah, I heard that he was on temporary leave or on leave, suspension or something until they look back through everything. And then I've also heard what you told me that he was gone, period. So who knows? But I mean, nobody I knows even watches Jimmy Kimmel.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. His
It's just
show
like
is
Stephen Colbert.
long gone.
They're about as exciting. Those shows are about as exciting as a stale cookie and a flat Coke.
So first off, JD Vance went on Charlie Kirk's show on Wednesday, or what day did he go on? It maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, and then Donald Trump is going on Charlie Kirk's show with his wife on, I believe, Sunday or Monday, if I'm not mistaken. So that's pretty cool.
I'll need to watch that.
But if you guys have any questions, comments, drop some super chats where we can debate about anything you want. I have no problem debating anybody. I was seeing all over my Discord, all these liberals come in my Discord, please debate me, please debate me. And when I actually have some free time to debate, they're silent.
What did you think about that story I sent you about John 12:23?
I talked
And
about that. I think that's 100% true. If you can quote the verse, or if we can get it from your perspective, that would be really good. Who killed Charlie Kirk? A Democrat leftist
well,
trans lover.
I don't have the scripture right here next to me, but I can see liberals twisting it to, oh, so God killed Charlie. No, God had a plan. God didn't make that boy pull and take that man's life. That was free choice on his end. But I believe that God had this plan in order if that did happen. And it did happen. And now a fire is started. A straight up revolution has been started across the world. That man, Charlie Kirk, was loved across the world. Oh my gosh, YouTube guy, dude, you are like really hung up on yourself. I mean,
My guy, how am I going to come to your state of Michigan with $2? That ain't even going to cover my flight costs, much less all the time and effort I have to do to come to you. Second off, I'm not doing free fights either. Do I look like, a street fighter or something to you?
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean, if you stalk my
I'm
profile enough and pop out of nowhere, yeah, you can get that free fight. But other than that, it's not happening. And you probably ain't gonna like the results because the first thing I'm reaching for isn't gonna be my fists. I'll just put it that way. But once I
Oh
see it's
God.
you, and once you're like, I'm YouTube guy, then I'll put that piece down and pick up these pieces. I
Oh
have
God.
23 Maga and Trump hats. Holy shit, bro! You're a veteran in the Maga game. I got at
What's
least
that? I
no.
have
I think
one.
I got 4 or 5 Trump
Oh hell
hats.
yeah. I only have one, and I need to get me another one because this and I've wore it like I'm not wearing it out, but like I've sweat a bunch in it. You can see the salt in it. Hey, I appreciate
Democrats
that, Envy.
are mad.
They gonna put $20 on me. I appreciate the vote of confidence. I will kick his ass. I will kick their ass since you put that kind of money on me. It's a solid bet when you bet on me.
I don't give a fuck what MAGA means in other languages. No, man. When you get the chance, send me your PO box. I got some things for you, man. You're gonna like it.
I'm
I want
going
it to
to.
be a surprise, so I'm gonna put it that way, huh?
Okay.
You comment on it like you were down, so it's on you. I mean, I never commented on it. You commented on one of my YouTube posts, and
Oh,
you said, "I want to
it's
fight you. I
another
want
two
to fight you."
dollar chat.
You said,
It's
"Oh, we're
another
not
two
in the
dollar
same."
chat.
You said we're not even in the same weight class. I weigh 180 pounds. That was your first comment. Now you're claiming that you're 200 pounds and 6'1".
Hey, YouTube guy, can you get you a tag team partner and make this a tag team event? Because I'd
Do
like to
we
get in on
believe
this shit.
Robinson's messages? What do you mean by that? What was Robinson's messages? His text messages with his boyfriend about how he hated conservatives and he was extremely left wing and was pissed off at Charlie Kirk and Trump? Is that the messages? You guys debating or fighting? I mean, we're doing a little bit
We
of
don't
both.
know yet. This guy keeps sending us $2 chats, and I mean, well, at this point, Graham's got enough gas money to maybe get down the street.
And if it was
So
under Biden, that $4 wouldn't even be, or that $2 wouldn't even be enough money to pull out of my driveway. So thank you, Donald J. Trump, for lowering the gas prices. They are saying they want free speech, but when they start celebrating the murder of someone to incite a riot, that's hate speech.
and not only that, okay, let's be honest about something here, okay? Is there anything truly free about free speech? I mean, there's always a price to be paid with free speech. With yes, and I do not agree with Charlie getting killed. Okay, I do not agree with his murder one bit. That was a price he paid, and now there are consequences on the murderer. Just like the people celebrate, yeah, they exercised their free speech. No one stopped them from doing it. But now, you know what? Now
Now they're losing millions of voters for the Democrat Party. Yeah,
that's what I
absolutely. And you
said,
want to know
Graham.
something funny? They want to call people fascists, Nazis, cult members, all these inflammatory, raging kind of words that make Democrats just feel like, "Arr!" like all angry and shit. But these are the same kind of rhetorics that they
It's
literally are. They
buzzword.
are fascist. Anyone that tries to silence someone else with violence is quite literally a fascist. If you're trying to silence someone with violence, you are a fascist. I hate to tell it to all the Democrats threatening me and threatening other conservatives, but if you are threatening another man with violence because of their First Amendment right, you are indeed a fascist yourself.
Yep.
I hate to tell you, Democrats, but a lot of you are the fascists.
Democrat Democrats have become that which they hate. See, they like the new definition. I say new definition because when you pull a fascist up in an older dictionary, it says nothing about left or right wing ideology. And I don't remember the guy's full name, but Gentile was a left winger, a philosopher, and the philosopher of fascism. Yes, he worked for Mussolini. So the fuck what? But he was a leftist, and he's the one who came up with fascism, and Mussolini used it.
Yeah, I want to say this. I 100% agree with what you're saying, but I want to say this to the guy out there that said, "Oh, I want to fight you." Can I ask you why do you want to fight me? Is it because my ideals? Why don't we have a discussion and just debate over stuff? If you're not going to pay me to fight me, and you want me to fight you for $2, then why don't you just come on my live stream and we can debate if you have disagreements with me? Why is it always with the liberals and the leftists? Oh, we gotta get violent with each other because we disagree with each other. I have no urge or hatred towards you whatsoever to fight you. And I'm not reading your whole message because it was super long and you didn't drop a super chat for that message, so I'm simply not going to read it. But I'm just wondering if you disagree with everything I'm saying, why do you want to fight, hurt me, or get violent with me because you don't agree with my message? Why don't we just talk about it and debate about it? Maybe I can change your mind on a few things. Maybe I can't even change your mind. Maybe I just open up your thought process and you can think differently about things. Or maybe I can slowly change your perspective of ways you look at things. Like if you're not going to pay me and you want to fight me so badly, and we live all the way across the country and you're not going to pay me or come to my state, then maybe we can just debate instead, since it's obviously not happening with your financial situation of a $2 super chat. Please
Chris,
have
I'm not
guests
going to
say
say that.
sorry.
I am not going to say that for $5, but I will do this. Since you was nice enough to send Graham $5, I'm going to do this. I'm going to debunk a myth. Okay, there's red, white, blue, and no poop stain. You see
Chris,
that? No poop
I
stain.
think that's a little bit better than
Here,
your
let me show you
request.
the other side. No, no poop stain. So stop making shit up now.
Okay, there you go. There's your evidence, Chris. There's your evidence. If anyone else out there has any comments or questions, you can drop super chats. But yeah, that is pretty funny. That is pretty funny.
He's just jealous. He's just jealous because he doesn't have something that his wife can salute.
Someone said same underwear for all month. I mean, if he was wearing those American flag underwear all month, then what underwear is he wearing right now? His other pair?
No, I wear the Duluth. I'm a firm believer in being comfortable. So I have a whole drawer full of Duluth Trading Company.
Are they all American
Best
flag
underwear.
underwear with brown stains? I'm just kidding. I
No, I
remember you
got the
guys.
dang
What do you
style.
remember us from? You need to pray. I pray every single night, especially with all the demon rat activity going around.
I didn't
Don't
make
debate
shit
and try
up.
to convert and read back the thread. I'm not trying to convert you. I just said I'm probably not going to change your mind. Maybe I can open your mind and make you think differently about certain topics, but I realize 99.9% of the debates I have, I'm probably not going to switch you over to Maga overnight. I'm probably not going to change your mind instantly on open borders. I mean, I think I've changed at least one or two people's minds out of like the 100 plus people I've debated. I think I changed a couple people's minds on open borders, but normally it takes more than one person to debate, discuss with, to change your mind on a certain topic. And read the other comment you made. Okay, hold on. I'll try to pull it up if I can.
Snuffles said, I only buy brown underwear.
It's okay for me to judge you. I mean, I don't know what you're saying.
That's right, Gear Jammer. It's not impossible for Trump to be president in 2028.
Dustly, prairie dogs, and stains under his underwear. Man, don't disrespect like that.
No, I turtle it. Turtle head,
Man, I'm
turtle
not
head.
scared. Like I said, I'm really not scared. But you're all the way halfway around the country. You're not convincing anyone whatsoever that I'm scared. Like if that's your mission here, then you failed pretty much on every aspect whatsoever.
Actually, Chris, I eat enough fiber. I got enough fiber gummies that I eat every day that I don't even have to use toilet paper if I don't want to. It's clean. Just gone.
I'll give you $5 for some free speech. I mean, sure, drop a super chat. I'll read it. Whatever you got to say. If you have any comments, questions, debate topics, whatever you want us to talk about, this is your channel too, guys.
That's right. Go Trump. Praise God.
I changed Dustley's mind on washing machines and toilet paper.
Hey, if you eat enough fiber gummies, I'm telling you, it's a clean shit.
I mean, if you do have a what is it called, a dobe or whatever the fuck it's called, you know, that thing that can clean your
Oh,
ass in the
bidet.
sink, the bidet, or if you have one of those Japanese toilets that
See,
are like
I think the
$500 or a couple
bidet's gross.
$1,000,
I
those are
think the
good
bidet's
too.
gross because where's the soap at? Where's the soap at? Because to me, all you doing is you spraying high pressure water on a shit covered area. What happens? The water mixes with the shit and goes everywhere. Now you got just microbes of shit all over your ass. The French are nasty. That's where the bidet was created at, was in France. And the French are nasty fuckers.
$5
Yeah.
entry
Now see,
fee to talk about politics? I mean, no, you don't gotta drop a
here's
$5
what
super
I
chat. You can drop
say.
any amount of super chats. You
Here,
can talk about whatever you want.
here's what I say, okay? Fuck the French, fuck bidets. They ain't got shit on dude wipes.
Okay, no, those are really good too. Those are really good.
Yeah, they ain't got shit on dude wipes. Dude wipes are bad. Fucking ass.
Now, if you're using
Yep.
toilet paper, that's for the common folk. See, Dustley and Chris, they're on another level of washing their asses. You guys don't you're smothering dried paper on your ass. Meanwhile, people are using
Well, I
high
get the
pressure
heavy stuff
water
off.
and
I get the
and
heavy
baby
stuff off with
wipes.
toilet paper, and then I go to using the dude wipe.
Dude
And then
wipes
if you want to
clog
finish it up,
toilets.
okay, get you a blow dryer. That's what they said in the commercial. They called it a blow
Oh
and
my
go.
god.
Yeah, it's very nice. I mean, this stuff's practically made for babies.
These
No.
Democrats are disgusting, but guys, smash that like button. Get us to 100 likes. Dude, wipe first and then paper to dry. I mean, everyone has their own methods out there.
Yeah, we got our own method. I like the blow dryer. That's my version of a bidet. Okay, the blow dryer. I like to just blow dry it dry. Because if you use toilet paper after the fact, then you got toilet paper wadding up and saying crammed up in your ass the rest of the day. That's retarded.
Eric Boy said I would date Trump. I mean, if you're a man, I don't think Trump goes that way, but if you think he's
Yeah,
handsome, I don't
Trump ain't
blame you.
into dudes as much.
But Trump's a
Yeah,
handsome
Trump
man.
ain't.
Trump looks like a young man. He could be in his late 50s if you ask me. But that's just my opinion.
After that endorsement, honestly, dude wipe
Oh,
should
you're a
endorse me.
female. Okay, you're a female. If Ivanka Trump was a like button, he'd smash, G.
Yeah, I think Ivanka's pretty hot.
Yeah, who wouldn't, man? That's instant
Hey,
billions for your children.
I wouldn't kick Ivanka Trump out of the bed for eating oats.
I agree with you. Maga all the way. Is that a domesticated Bigfoot? I mean, he's a pretty big fucking guy. So yeah, he might be a domesticated Bigfoot.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I might be part Bigfoot. Who knows? That's why it wouldn't be fair for me to get in a tag team match with Graham as my partner against YouTube guys, because I firmly believe that one good solid punch and or hit with a pugil stick and his skull's gonna turn to powder.
Probably. I believe it from you. You look like you could bend a fucking steel frame with just your right arm. I'll
Hey,
join the
Chris said he'll
lips.
join. Hey, Chris, it's going to be pugil sticks. You don't want to fuck with me with a pugil stick. You'll end up with a pugil stick permanently grafted to your body. You will not be able to remove it.
Is that Charlie Kirk? I mean, I'm Charlie Kirk. You're Charlie Kirk. He's Charlie Kirk.
I'm the bearded version of Charlie Kirk.
Trump was cute in the 80s. I mean, I think he's still pretty handsome. I hope you get sponsored by Dude Wipes. If Dude
Tracy.
Wipes is watching this, please sponsor.
Yeah, they should sponsor me.
Can you any of these Democrats tell me any hate speech, any bigoted thing that Charlie Kirk ever said in his life? He told a black lady and her baby that they were a beautiful family. You cannot turn hate on and turn it off. Either you hate a group of people or you don't hate them.
The
Now, when
bearded
people
guy
show
got me
constant
going.
disrespect, that does not make me think that they don't hate me. I mean, it's literally a phrase. It's literally
We're not going to shut up. Keep talking. Expect us to shut up. Old
there
Dude
is a Charlie
Wipes.
Kirk in everybody. And the
Hey,
phrase "I am Charlie Kirk" it came from a South Korean protest, and now it's spreading all over the world. It's not disrespectful in any
is
way
that where that came
whatsoever.
from?
I wouldn't even fight the racist trucker. Man, why does everyone think that you're racist?
I don't know.
It's like you just look at him, you're like,
You know, you want to hear a funny story? You want to hear a funny story? There's a black guy. His nickname is Shorty. I met him flying drones. Okay, we met through YouTube and whatnot. We met up fly drones, and somehow my wife said something anti-Semitic, and for some reason she thought he was Jewish, and so he played along with it. He played along with it like he was a black Jewish man, and I'm sure there is a black Jewish man out there. But what's funny is now today he's got the nickname Jew. Everybody calls him Jew
Graham,
because
if
he
you deport
pretended to
Matt
be.
Walsh, I'll join MAGA. I mean, if I knew how to deport Matt Walsh, I would. But you know what's something funny? Even though he's a Democrat, he has some conservative values. You know, I absolutely encourage Chris. Maybe not this year, maybe not next year, but probably within the next 5 to 10 years, I want to see Chris run as senator. Or I want to see him run as
You know,
governor or some kind of political position or even mayor. I could see Chris doing that. A lot of
if
lawyers
Chris
work their way into senators, other Congress members, all kinds of other different shit like that.
if Chris would stop watching the two young Turks, and particularly Sink Younger, the goat fucker, I could see him coming on board with conservatives. I truly could. I think that's the only thing holding him back is Sink Younger.
Even though Chris is a libtard, I think he's better than the other Democrats out there. He's obviously genetically superior, but I'm just trolling a little bit. But obviously, I think he would be a better Democrat candidate. Like if I saw Chris versus like who's a Republican that I really don't like. If it was like a small government position, Chris versus I don't want to say anyone. I'm trying to think of who's a Republican that we don't like. I'm trying to think of it for a second. I mean, there's some.
Well, I like him, but you don't. But we can use
I
Ted
was gonna say
Cruz.
Ted Cruz, but the reason I don't like Ted Cruz is not really on too much of his politics. I don't really know about his politics. I don't know. He just seems like a smug. He just seems like a piece of crap, to be honest with you. But like I said, that's not a good.
He probably is.
That's why I don't really want. I mean, most politicians are a piece of crap, but I don't really want to say Ted Cruz, to be honest, because I got to open my mind. I can't be closed-minded like the Democrats are.
But do you
I gotta
think?
look at people
But do
differently.
you think Chris would be like? Do you think Chris would be a Democrat like Fetterman? I mean, I like
That's what I
Fetterman.
say. I think he would be like a Fetterman. I think he'd be more right-wing and conservative than Fetterman.
No, it's Peruvian marching dust.
I'll put it this way: if it was Ted Cruz versus Chris, and since I'm Chris's friend, it was like a government or a Senate position or something small, maybe mayor. I'm just gonna say mayor or governor. If it was mayor or governor for Massachusetts, Ted Cruz versus Chris.
How about constable? I would vote for Chris for constable. I'm just joking. I'm just joking, Chris.
I would probably vote for him for a small government position. But if it was versus, Ted Cruz, I don't think he would win, but I would still vote for him. I'm not saying Ted Cruz isn't cool. I just don't know too much about the guy. And you want to know another reason I'm kind of mad about Ted Cruz? Because didn't he run against Trump in 2016?
I don't. I don't think so.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
He
Someone in
might.
the
He
chat
might
tell
have.
me,
But
did
now,
Ted Cruz?
but but now so did What's His Nuts in Florida there in 2020, or started out to
Yeah, that's why
governor.
I don't
Can't
like
think of.
Ted Cruz. Chris said yes because I remember in 2016 he ran against Trump. He was running a smear campaign against Donald Trump. A smear
Oh shit!
campaign.
No,
That was in
no.
2016. That's kind of why I'm like, nah, I'm not really a big fan of Ted Cruz after that smear campaign. But I will say that people are complaining, oh, Trump's the most divisive president in history. He's all about the right
No,
wing, the conservatives, et cetera, et cetera. What other
Snuffles.
president brought Democrats that were running against them into their cabinet? Isn't that bringing the country together? Isn't that unity? I mean, that's literally one of Charlie Kirk's talking points. I'm not going to lie and just act like I ran off with his sauce, but I 100% agree with that. Charlie Kirk said, how can you say Trump is a divisive president when he's literally brought in people that were running against him? Some of these people talk shit about him. He still gave him a second chance. I wouldn't do that if I was a president. Fuck no. If you're talking shit about me, I'm not going to put you in my cabinet.
Right. Hey, Snuffles said the fainting goats are easier to manage. Something tells me that Sink Unger would like the fainting goats.
Cruz is not a rhino. I mean, it's not really about a rhino. It's just about, I saw his campaign tactics. And to be fair, it's probably not even on him. It's probably on the campaign that it's probably his campaign managers and people like that just thought it was easy to run a smear campaign against Trump in 2016. I get it. Everyone was doing it back then, but what did Chris say? I own a business. I
He
have
said,
employees, which disqualifies me from government, which requires you that you stay in a government tour whole life. Yeah, I mean
uh,
that's probably going to keep
you know,
Chris from running to any
Chris,
kind of
that's
government
got to be
position.
an up. That's got to be an up north thing because people run for politics down here. The mayor has businesses, and I think it's bullshit because they do a lot of things that they say is for us, but they got an ulterior motive behind them. But then we've got all
Well,
kinds of
people will
people in the
say that about
courthouse.
Trump too.
But yeah, there's all kinds of people in the courthouse that has other businesses, and then you've got uh shoot our Haslam. When we had Haslam as a governor, he had construction businesses. So I don't see how that disqualifies you from being in government, other than if it's just an up north thing.
Wait. Here's a question that's actually interesting. But here's a question that's very interesting. Hold up. I'm going to answer this for free. Do you think a safety certificate, including a mental health check, should be required for gun ownership? Absolutely no, because there's already a requirement when you fill out that federal form. First off, it asks you, have you checked yourself into a mental hospital? Then it asks you if you use any illegal drugs, including marijuana. Even if you have a medical card, you're legally, by federal law, you're not allowed to purchase a firearm through a gun store. And if you violate and if you lie on that federal gun form, then that can get you 5 years in prison. Hunter Biden lied on all his. Yep. A lot of people lie on them, and it's not
Mm-hmm.
like the ATF or the government is actively checking to see who has a MJ medical card or not. But gun shows, I don't know about that, honestly. I can't remember all the forms and shit that I filled out in
The
my
thing that
life.
I know the loophole they're talking about is if you find an individual outside of the gun show and you buy it person to person, you
Yeah,
know
yeah.
what? You
Then you
can
don't have to
find
fill out a
people.
federal gun form, at least not in
Yeah,
Florida.
you know what? That's just one of the things right there. Okay.
I believe in that
Um,
100%. You should be able to do that. If you have a friend that has a gun, you want to buy it from them. I mean, that's how I got a few of my firearms. We don't have a Florida gun registry in Florida. So you don't have to register your gun by law. I mean, if you buy a gun from your friend, you don't have to fill out any kind of gun registry. You don't have to go to the ATF or any other kind of forms. You can just buy it, walk away with it. I like that. But no, I do not believe in more gun control laws. That's bullshit. We already have a bunch of gun control
yeah.
laws. They haven't lowered any of the deaths whatsoever. You
Now
want
I
them,
do
come and
believe
get
that
them.
we should. I do believe that we should somehow suss the trends out. Like maybe I don't know. Like maybe
Adios, Chris.
the gun seller leaves for a moment and switches up to like a red sport coat with plaid pleated pants or something, to where when they walk back they go, "Oh my dear Lord, that just does not match."
What
something,
would lower
or the
gun
makeup.
deaths? That's an interesting question too. Sorry, I'm super ADHD. When I see a good topic, I'm just like,
Yeah, what
boom,
was it?
boom,
What
boom.
was the topic? What
The
was it?
topic was what would lower gun deaths?
I believe the one thing we ain't tried is everybody exercising their Second Amendment right.
No kidding. I think we should have more. I
We
think we should have teachers with guns in school. Teachers in school
Yes,
should
most
have
certainly.
guns. It's worked in
More
certain
guns.
districts in Texas.
Decoy deception. More guns. More guns.
More guns in. You've never once heard of any of the counties in Texas or throughout the country. You've never heard of a school where the teachers have firearms where they had a mass shooting. Never, ever, ever.
That's right, Snuffles. People need to start carrying their guns, exercising their Second Amendment right. It is not only a gun right, but it is your duty.
Gear Jammer,
My
I heard what
opinion.
you said about the gun show, man. That's awesome. I love to hear that. But if Chris is in here, I'm not here to call you out, buddy, but I don't think Chris is the type of guy to carry a firearm with him every day. I mean, I'm definitely the type of guy to carry a firearm with me every day. Not that I'm saying I
I am.
do, but
Oh, I'm type.
what? Sorry?
I'm definitely that type to carry a gun with me
I mean,
every
there's
day.
no point of buying. I mean, I can understand you're going to protect your home and your family, but if you're a lawyer, I mean, did Chris ever tell you any of the stories about those people that threatened him before? He told it not to me on live.
Yeah.
He said some
Yeah, he
dude.
told me
He said
about it.
some dude showed up. I mean, did he tell it on live? Can I say it here? I'm gonna just say it anyway. Sorry,
Uh,
Chris, if you didn't tell it on live, but you didn't tell me not to tell him either. So I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Yeah, he told me the story about this guy that showed up to his house. He evicted them, and he said, "Oh," he said, "I'm gonna fuck you up." He was like screaming at him at the top of the lung. He had a gun in his waistband. If you come to my house screaming at the top of your lungs with a gun in your waistband, you ain't gonna like what happens next because I'm not gonna call the police. Now I'm not gonna instantly end you. You can probably guess I'm probably gonna draw on you. I'm probably gonna do something like that. I'm probably gonna say get the fuck out of here. And if I see you reaching for anything, yeah, I probably will end you. I'm gonna probably draw on you and tell you to get the fuck off my property. It's that simple. But I'm not gonna purposely end someone's life like that. But you there? Yeah, I can see you now. You're a little bit blurry, but you're good now. Yeah.
Who, me? I went
Yeah, you're
blurry?
good now. Oh no, that's extra detail. Guys, keep smashing that like button, subscribe. If anyone has any questions, comments, or if anyone wants to see me do 300 to 400 push-ups, drop a $20 super chat. You would fail a CCW test. I live in a constitutional carry state. We don't need to have a CCW. You can conceal carry with no
Yep.
permit, and you can open carry as well. In Florida, they just ruled before some courts were trying to say, "Oh, you got constitutional carry, but you can't carry in public." Like court system said that they can't do that, but then I think it was taken to a higher level court, and they said no, 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 no. Open carry is legal in Florida. Open carry is legal in Florida. I think actually it was last week. It was last Wednesday. That's when they made the court decision on this. So you can open carry and you can conceal carry in Florida. Basically, that's constitutional carry for anyone out there that doesn't know.
See, I'm for open carry. I like the idea of open carry. And the reason I like now I conceal carry myself. So I'm a little bit of a hypocrite, but I like the idea of open carry better because to me, if you like say you go into a Walmart and 9 out of 10 people is open carrying and you can see what they're packing, to me, that sends a clear message to anyone wanting to do a criminal activity in that store with you in there.
I can see where you're coming from, but I think this is where we probably completely differ. This is probably something we could debate on. I mean, we will debate on it right here, right now. But like, I'm fine with open carrying and whatnot. But do I think it's the best way for people to protect themselves? Do I think that discourages people? I really don't know. Maybe it does in a little bit ways away. But my problem with that is when you open carry, everyone knows that you have a gun. So if they want to kill you, they can snake you. They can sneak around you. They're not going to come right up to you if they have a gun and they want to take you out. They ain't going to come right up to you. They're going to try to sneak around you and fucking snake you from the
Know what you're
back. Like,
saying. Well, but the thing is,
And I would
The
never
open
open
carry.
carry unless I was forced to. Like I traveled to another state where they only had
I'm
open
more for the
carry.
open carry if more people were on board for it. Because if there's 9 out of 10 people with open carry showing what they have, if I was the only one, yeah, you're giving yourself up. There's no arguing that. But let's say 9 out of 10 people in that store was open carrying and you could see what they was packing. At that point, that's 90 out of 100 people. You ain't gonna be able to sneak around or pick that one person out. I think that place would be one of the most secure places there would be to do anything as far as shopping goes.
Does Tennessee have constitutional carry, or do you need a permit for
Yes,
concealed carry? Oh yeah, I thought you guys did have constitutional carry.
constitutional carry.
The one thing I don't like about concealed carry permits, my family has told me in Florida when they got pulled over by the police. Apparently, I mean, I don't know if this is 100% correct. Someone can fact check me if I'm wrong, but they told me ever since they got their concealed carry permit, every single time they get pulled over by the police, they say, "Oh, I see you have a concealed carry permit. Do you have a weapon with you?"
Yes,
And I
yes,
really
that's
am
bullshit.
extremely uncomfortable with law enforcement with those kinds of questions right off the gate. I mean, I understand that they have a right to know, but that's also changed in court. But that's a whole nother debate.
See, I have a different approach. I've not been pulled over in a good long while now, knock on wood. But when I get pulled over, I do it a little different because of my past. I mean, I've never committed a violent crime or anything, but whenever I get pulled over, the first thing I do before they even get up there is roll my window down and stick my hands out the window, just where they can see my fingertips.
Yeah,
Um, I do what I can do to make them feel safer because when they run my tag number, I go, "Oh, he was in a yada 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 club. What the fuck? We need to call all of our buddies in here." And that ain't the case at all. Especially, it's a speeding ticket at worst with me. So why do I want to escalate um, the issue from just a speeding ticket to something stupid? Especially when I'm
yeah,
all legal.
absolutely. When I try, I mean, it's different for you because you got a bunch of DOT paperwork and a bunch of stuff like that. But for me, whenever I get pulled over, I try to get all my shit together before the cop even comes up to me. Because the last thing I
Yes.
want him to do is think that I'm reaching for something and anything like that to happen. So I try to have all my paperwork in my hand and my hands
Yep.
visible, at least on the steering wheel, not reaching around, so I can just give
And
them
make
all
sure
my
you got a
paperwork.
$100 bill wrapped up in there with it.
I'm not bribing you. I just left some money in there. Oops.
Oh,
I'm not saying all cops are perfect. They definitely make lots of mistakes before. I mean, I could probably talk about some stories where they violated some of my amendments, but nothing too
I
terrible.
used to have I used to have a real bad outlook on the police, especially given my past. And in the past 7 years, my outlook on the police has took a 180-degree change. I mean, for one thing, I pulled this goddaughter from a state trooper out of a car fire, and he's really the one that showed me that not all police are the same. Okay, because yeah, they're all going to thank me for pulling their family member out of a car fire. Okay, but to this day, this man calls my phone at least once a month to check on me to see how I'm doing because I would not. He tried, but he's done calling every few weeks, has told me an $80 amount ever me.
Yeah, man, that's a really good
So
guy
he was
right
the
there.
first one to show me that.
And you were a
Yeah,
really good
so
guy
he
for not
showed
taking
me.
his
He's the
money.
one. Well, thank you. I feel like it. You don't get the chance to do a hero like uh, deed every day. So if you accept money for doing a hero like deed, then you're not no hero. I
Yeah,
won't
I've
be a
helped
hero.
people in really bad car accidents before when it was head-on collisions going at 60 miles per hour. I've got the EMT there and really helped some people when their heads were all busted open. One guy was dead, and a mother and a child were really badly hurt, and I helped them on the side of the road. And even just thinking about that is crazy because I just remember seeing the other guy was freaking dead in his car. The other guy was
Well, one of
dead,
the things
and the mother and child could have been dead too. I mean, it's tragic what happened to that guy, but that mother and child, they could have been dead as well, but somehow by God's given grace, the mother and child survived. Now I feel bad for that guy. He probably has a family. He might have kids as well, but he was a little bit older side, maybe in his 60s, while the mother was like 40, 38 years old, 30, maybe in her late 30s, early 40s, and that child was about 6 or 7, 8 years old. And luckily, all she had was some stitches. I think she had a concussion as well. I think the mother had a concussion as well, but somehow they survived it. I mean, when you got two cars going at 60, 70 miles per hour and they collide with another car going 67 miles per hour, that's equivalent to hitting a brick wall at 140 miles per hour. I mean,
Yep.
people don't really realize it, but
Oh, absolutely.
we can't have Trump as a third term, guys. FDR ran for 4 terms.
Yeah. I think they're going to have to amend the Constitution for that, though.
Yeah,
Someone was
probably.
saying that they had an act, an enabling act of 1933, but see, FDR was the last person to serve 4 terms, and they amended the Constitution after he did that. So I think that would go against that 1933 deal. But if it's like I've always said, if
A third term is a declaration of war. Liberals don't have any firearms
oh my
unless they're
gosh,
gifted to them
no,
by their
don't be
daddies,
retarded.
like the guy that killed Charlie Kirk. He got his gun
Don't
from
be
his MAGA
retarded.
daddy.
See, the thing is, they just have to amend the Constitution. And in the midterms, if Republicans pick up seats the way I think they're going to pick up seats, if Trump wants to run third term, he will have the voting power to amend that Constitution, and we'll get that third term. And that's what it's all going to pivot on right there. And there's nothing more constitutional, nothing more American than giving the voters what they want.
Yep.
So, and besides the declaration of war, you know, who's going to be going to war? Because if 80% of the people votes for Trump, you mean 20% of the people's going to take on the 80%, and then on top of it all, they're Democrats?
That ain't gonna
I
look
mean,
too good. I see a
that
lot of
ain't going to
questions
look too
pouring
good.
in. I see a lot of stuff talking about. I'll talk about a couple comments here and there if they're really good, but I'm not going to be able to get to all of them. So if you guys want me to get to you, just drop a super chat. I don't want to after the Second Amendment. Why alter the
Lucas,
president's
we
term?
respond to comments all the time.
Hypocrites, right? I mean, if you don't want to alter the Constitution or you believe the Constitution should be untouched, that pretty much means that you're for slavery and getting rid of women's rights because both of those were constitutional amendments that were added. So saying that you don't want the Constitution to be amended basically is saying that you're pro-slavery and pro getting rid of women's rights to vote. So I
Yep.
don't think you know what the fuck you're talking about, buddy. Sorry.
And you don't believe in having a drink every now and again.
Also, that you're against having drinks. You're against alcohol consumption because of prohibition that was amended in the Constitution as well. But yeah, did you see the text
I like
messages
this
of?
comment.
Go ahead.
This comment's funny. It says, "Today Trump can't get 80% of the votes." Hey, Italian dressing. What's so funny is I hate that it costed Charlie his life, but there is something that's sparked in America and around the world right now. The Democrat Party was already done the moment they couldn't stand up for a child battling cancer. They were already done at that point, but now that party is completely imploding. So you need to wake up, my friend.
Yep, you need to wake up. Hello, tight fishing lines. We are Charlie Kirk. I'm Charlie Kirk.
That's
You're
right.
Charlie
I am
Kirk.
Charlie. I'm Charlie. He's Charlie. There's a lot of people in the chats. That's
William, why do
Charlie.
you
I see
hate us?
you.
Because of our political beliefs? I don't think that's a valid reason to hate anyone. I don't hate the Democrats. I
Yeah,
dislike
I
what they
hate
stand
you.
for and what they believe
I
for.
hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
Instead of hating
That's
me,
how I
how would you
imagine
come
it.
on here and change my mind? How would you come on the live stream sometime and debate me and try to change my mind?
You don't want me biting you. I might have rabies.
This this dude William comes on here every single day just to tell us that we're idiots. Do you think that hurts my feelings, dude? You think
No, I'm
another
actually
a demon
honored.
rat? You think the
I'm
party of?
honored that he comes back every day. Thank you, William.
I'm sorry
That's
to
the kind
tell
of
you, but the
following that we
Enabling
want
Act of
here.
1993 is not valid anymore because of the 24th Amendment. But was it the 22nd Amendment or the 24th Amendment? Well, whatever amendment says that the president can only have 2 terms. That's
But
why
it can
the
be
Enabling
changed.
Act of
It can be
1933
amended.
doesn't work
It can be
anymore.
changed.
Hello, Burnell. Welcome back, my friends.
Hey, what up, Burnell?
Okay, here's an interesting one. Hopefully, it's not too hateful. Why they think Charlie Kirk is a Nazi and an ultra nationalist political party dude. Nah, what the F? He's a political activist that's done right and not wrong. He never did any wrong. People will say that he's a racist. They'll talk about clips out of context. That is bullcrap, my friend. That is bullcrap. If you're a racist, if you don't like black people, when you're debating a black person, you're not going to say, wow, that's a beautiful daughter. You're a beautiful family you got there when they're black. You're not going to say that to someone if you're a racist. I'm sure you've
I
met some
think
Aryan people before, and some Nazis and Aryan people before. If they were debating people on the street or having a conversation with someone, would they describe a black mother and a child as a beautiful family, a happy, beautiful family? Exactly. It's
no.
like these people never met any real Nazis or Aryan Brotherhood people
You
ever
know
in
what
their
I think
life.
about Charlie? I think Charlie was a visionary because he he actually had his hand on the pulse of America by taking an interest in today's youth, which is tomorrow's politicians. And to me, that was visionary. That was looking ahead. Charlie Charlie was giving the people of tomorrow the attention they needed. That's what's sad about it all.
It is sad. Mr. Brown, you said that you don't see prices going down. What liberal hellhole do you live in? Another person said another person said that we call all white people Aryan. No, I'm talking about the Aryan Brotherhood.
All white people. Aryan. Aryan blue eyes. I've got the blue eyes. My wife says I got pretty blue eyes.
Charlie Kirk was a YouTuber. Not he was much more than that. He was on the platform of YouTube. Hello, Andrea. He was on the YouTube platform, but he was not just a YouTuber, quote unquote. He was on all social media platforms. He had his own company. He raised tens of millions of dollars. He employed hundreds of people. He had the biggest youth organization in the country. He was not just a YouTuber. He was an entrepreneur. He was a businessman. He was extremely financially literate. He knew he taught
He
young kids
founded Turning
financial
Point
literacy.
USA. He founded Turning Point USA.
Exactly. Turning Point USA is the biggest youth organization in the country. And I believe, I think my friend told me, I see him in the chat. Hello, Ice. I'm just going to call you Ice instead of your YouTube name. But hello, Ice. Yeah, he told me that Turning Point USA got about 64,000 new members that joined recently, total.
Oh, here's a new statistic I heard today. You know how you've got so many Republicans switching to Democrat and vice versa? Well, it's 3-1 right now. 3 Democrats is switching parties coming over to Republicans versus 1 Republican going to Democrat.
That is insanity. 3-1.
Yeah, 3-1. So the Democrat Party dead.
Here we go. Charlie Kirk was killed at 12:23. Open your Bible verses. Read John 12 verses 23. If anyone wants to comment John 12 verse 23, I will gladly read that out and talk about it. I cannot remember for the life of me to remember, the Bible verse. Everyone out there saying Charlie's hateful, he's a Nazi, he's a piece of crap, etc., etc. If Charlie's a piece of crap, he's donated more money, helped more children, helped more people than you will ever help in your lifetime. What does that make you? Please explain what that makes you. If Charlie Kirk has changed millions of people's lives, he's helped hundreds of thousands of children. What does that make you? Doing absolutely nothing but bitching on YouTube in my comment section. You're not even creating content. You're not even spreading a meaningful message. You're just talking about how horrible Charlie Kirk was. Did you hear there was a website out there that's doxing everyone that's celebrating Charlie Kirk's death? Like they're taking people on TikTok, off YouTube, and they're, I mean, I think it's illegal. I think they probably will get sued, but can I blame the creator of the website? Not really. If you want to celebrate someone's death, you probably should get whatever happens happens. You shouldn't be crying on Facebook saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry that I was cheering when Trump got or when Charlie Kirk got shot. I'm sorry I was cheering and you guys got my face all over the internet. Please, please leave me and my family alone, please." I mean, you should have never openly celebrated. The minute he got shot, you stood up and started cheering. At that point, how can you blame whatever happens to you happens to you?
All right. Do you want me to read John 12:23?
Yeah, read it to us.
All right. Let me see. But
Hello, Abel.
Jesus, the hour has come that the Son of Man should be glorified. Most assuredly, I say to you, unless a grain of wheat falls into the ground and dies, it remains alone. But if it dies, it produces much grain.
Yep, and that's exactly what Charlie
Now, look,
did. He's producing much grain. Millions of people are rising up, and they're standing up against this
we are
bullshit.
Charlie.
People are leaving the Democrat Party in droves. The statistics and the numbers aren't even out there. I'm telling you, when the numbers come out in a couple months, you guys are going to see another 2 to 10 million Democrats have left the Democrat Party. The guy that cheered was actually trying to do the USA, USA chant. I feel for that guy. He was trying to raise the fearful spirits. From what I saw, I don't know if we're talking about the same guy, but there's one dude that stood up and he was screaming, "Yes, yes, they got him, they got him."
That's what I saw.
I didn't see anything about him saying USA, USA. Let's get a Graham box match with YouTube guy chant. I mean, yeah, sure. Pay me $2,000 or three
After
thousand
about another
dollars, I'll
thousand
box
two
you.
dollar chat, we'll do this.
Where is the Andrea's wrench? Okay, great point, Burnell. I'll give her a wrench. She deserves a wrench. Here you go, Andrea. You're a moderator now. I mean, I can't come all the way across the country if you're only going to drop $2 super chats. How are we ever going to have a boxing match if the most you're willing to drop is a $2 super chat?
Now, Andrea, with the power of moderator, it is with great power comes great responsibility. Do not let the power go to your head now, okay?
Let's see them 200 push-ups. Well, if you want to see me do 2 to 300 push-ups, drop a $20 super chat. I mean, in Florida, food prices are down, man. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you should move out of whatever liberal hellhole you're living in. Gas prices are down in Florida as well. They went
That's
from
the
$4
part that they
under
leave
President
out.
Biden to $2.78. So whatever liberal hellhole you live in, move to Florida if you have the money.
That's right. Charlie Kirk has lit a fire around the world. Yes, he has, undeniably. There's revivals going on because of that man. I'd say
Everyone spam down below MAGA, MAGA, MAGA.
I'd say there's not been a man impact people's everyday lives like Charlie Kirk has in our lifetime.
Abel, I'll show you my 6-pack of Beer Belly for a $20 super chat, not a $10 one. Didn't you hear the Democrats? Prices are expensive nowadays. Never said Trump was Jesus. Never, ever.
Charlie Kirk was not horrible. He was amazing. He was a Christian. He was a man of moral and value and ethics. Each and every person that goes against him needs to be investigated and prosecuted. Well, their brains definitely need to be checked. That's what I
Abel,
say.
where's the $20 super chat, Abel? Where is it at? MAGA, MAGA. Look, this must really upset people like YouTube, man. He's trying to make people chant what he wants them to say, and I just tell people to comment MAGA down below, and we
Nobody
show.
cares about YouTube, dude.
Hey, thank you, Burnell. That's a great point, Charlie Kirk. He got his highlighted comment from his YouTube membership. That's awesome, my guy.
Oh yeah.
Charlie Kirk. Okay, here we go. I'm going to talk about this one. Remember when people were fired for not wearing masks during COVID? Yeah, one of my lawyer buddies, he represented people that he represented people for free for pro bono. Did you know that Chris did that before? Maybe he didn't tell you. Maybe he doesn't want me to share in this, but he didn't tell me not to share it. Chris, if you're watching this and there's shit you don't want me to share, I mean, there's some stuff you told me not to share. I'm not sharing that, but Chris did represent people in court cases for, not for getting fired for not wearing masks. He represented people for that. He did it for
Don't
promo, and also the jobs. He represented people that lost their jobs because they refused to comply with the COVID regulations.
the only thing I can remember Chris telling me that he didn't want me sharing on YouTube was
Oh
during
no!
his college days, his experimental college days, where he kissed a dude and he liked it. Like that Katy Perry song, he kissed a dude and he liked it. Oh shit! Oh man,
Damn
we
it,
on you?
man!
Oh
Shit!
my gosh, I let the
Sorry if
cat
you're
out of the
watching this,
bag.
Chris. Shit. Andrea pursued me to drop a super chat, Graham. Hey, thank you, Brunel, man. That's a big one. Much love, much love, much love, much love. I'm Charlie Kirk. You're Charlie Kirk. We're all Charlie Kirk. Thank you, Brunel. You're a great man, and you always have, good commentary and whatnot. And I
Has
appreciate the
Burnell
super
ever came
chats a
on
lot.
live? Has Burnell ever done a live?
No, man, I've asked him a couple times. Some people just don't want to come on the stream, or
I get that. I get that.
or maybe they necessarily don't even want to. It's not that they don't want to come on stream. It's just they like, we're pretty damn entertaining. I mean, those jokes you were cracking earlier, they had people rolling. They had me rolling.
Oh gosh.
I mean, you guys can call him Santa, but he has another nickname that's very famous. Now, let me get this straight. He's not racist. He's not racist. He's not racist. He's not racist. He's actually not racist, but people do call him Racist Gandalf. That's one of his famous nicknames. Racist
Yeah.
Gandalf. It's more like a joke. Hey, thank you, Tight Lines Fishing, for joining the
Well,
membership.
I
I
think they were
appreciate that.
trying to be insulting, and the thing is, it wouldn't have mattered if they tried to call me silly poopy doo doo head, because that would have been my nickname. I run with it. It doesn't bother me. I make it work for me. See, I'm famous. They know who racist Gandalf is, but I
Man,
don't
I
know who
can't
they are.
lie. Being called Gandalf is pretty badass. But I don't know about that racist part. But Gandalf is a certified badass.
I don't think Gandalf was racist. He just didn't like orcs.
Oh my god.
Well, I guess
He
that would
looks
be
too
racist
good
to look
today.
at.
Who, me or him, or both of us? I think we're both looking extra handsome today. I mean, how many times do I gotta point out that he's not racist? I mean, he will just be sitting there minding his own business, and we'll get 50 comments saying that he's racist. I gotta point that out, especially if I'm gonna tell you his nickname. He won't point that out himself. He won't even tell you that because you should already know that he's not racist.
I don't
This man has
care.
told me multiple stories of him helping. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic. He's told me multiple stories about how he's helped people before. So I
Yeah.
don't really need. I'm not saying it for my own being. I'm saying it for the viewers out there. How did he get that name? By minding his own fucking business, and the Democrats thought it was funny to troll him. And funny enough, they thought it was an insult or something to troll him with, and he ran with it.
Yeah, it don't bother me. Like I said, it doesn't matter what they say. I'm going to use it. You know, that's the beauty of it. If you let it bother you, they win.
They do win. That's true. That's 100% true.
Papa Smurf. If I had blue skin, I would totally do Papa Smurf. Honestly, I have thought about dressing up for Halloween as Papa Smurf, but the thing is, I don't know how I'd feel with blue body paint all over me. You know what I mean? I was never one that liked the face paints.
All right, I'm gonna go out there and say this since we're talking about face paint. I'm gonna go out and tell my secret to everyone out there. This is a secret, guys, so don't tell any of my other YouTube audience members. I got some orange face paint right now, like in my bathroom, and I've been literally thinking about like when I'm gonna pop out on live stream with an orange face paint and say, "Hey guys, it's Trump here."
Where did you get it at?
I'm not even joking. I honestly don't even know. Someone got it for me. I'm like, "Can you get me some orange face paint?" They're like, "Here you go."
Give me a chance to let me see if I can find some this weekend. I'll come on live stream, paint my
Like,
face
I
orange
think they
too.
got it from maybe a Halloween store or a makeup store, but I kept telling them about my funny idea. I'm like, I want to come on stream one day with orange face paint. It would make the liberals so fucking mad, especially with this background. And then,
Oh
and then they're
yeah.
like, "Oh, here you go. I got you. Here's some orange face paint."
Hey, here's a fun fact about Orange Trump. Did you know that Trump will show up the most orange on CNN stories because they tweak the tint and the controls to make his skin more orange. Did you know that?
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah.
I knew that, but I thought it would be pretty funny if I came on with the Trump 2028 hat with orange face paint. I mean, if I seen a dude on YouTube with that,
Or
I'm not gonna
orange
lie, I
face
would probably
paint
be leaving comments. I'd be like, "Dude, you're deranged."
or orange face paint and then take white and write Trump across your forehead or something.
I mean, dude, if we did a live stream with both of us having orange face paint and we were both wearing Trump 2028 hats, I firmly believe a couple of the leftists would have heart attacks. How many beers will I drink at karaoke? What songs? Um, I mean, it depends. Have you drinking any beers yet? I give you permission. You can drink at least, up to 5 beers. I'll say up to 5 beers. We don't want to get too crazy. We don't want to have one hell of a hangover. So maybe anywhere from 2 to 5 beers. That's going to be totally on you. But try not to drink more than five. Max 6. If you really want to push it, then 6. But if you're drinking 5 or 6 beers, do not drive, please. Get an Uber home or have someone pick you up. But what song should you play? I'll let you answer that part. What song should you play for karaoke? What's a good karaoke song?
Fox on the Run.
Hmm. 6 beers and sing Mandy.
Or let's see. Hey,
You
Ice
weigh three
Ice
hundred
Baby.
pounds?
Ice
Okay, I
Ice
give you permission to
Baby.
drink 7 beers. You weigh 300 pounds, you can drink 7 beers. How about that?
Yeah, you should do Ice Ice Baby for Tom Homan.
I hope all MAGA is like these guys. Dang, I don't know if that's a compliment or what, but yeah,
I mean,
yeah, you
I
should
took
you
him
should
to
you should sing Ice Ice Baby. Whiskey shots? Yeah, I like whiskey. I'm a whiskey guy. I mean, I'm an anything guy to be honest with you. What do I not like to drink? I mean, to be honest, I'm not a huge beer fan, but I have found myself drinking a few beers here and there in the last 2 years.
I ain't gonna lie, I like a margarita every now and again.
Yeah, margaritas are nice. My favorite cocktails is a whiskey sour or a vodka
Now I
sour.
like a whiskey sour. Now you talking my language. I like a whiskey sour. I do.
Yeah,
That's one of
whiskey
my
sour is
go-tos.
amazing. See you, Snuffles. Appreciate that super chat.
Yeah, take it easy, Snuffles.
You don't look rich enough to support Trump, honestly. I mean, Trump isn't for the rich man, he's for the working class American. So I don't know what you mean by that.
I'm not a Jaeger person. You
Jaeger
snort
will give you
Jaeger
one
one
hell of a
time.
hangover. And I
That's
don't
one
really
thing we
like
used to
Jaeger
do.
bombs too. I mean, unless I'm really sleepy.
Yeah, that's one thing we used to do back in the club, especially if you was probating, is they would make you do things that normal people don't normally do, like snort liquor. And the worst thing I ever snorted was Jaeger. Oh my gosh, it's that. Oh gosh, that.
That's mind blowing. I would never, put a drink up my nose. That's another
Oh,
type
it
of
fucking
party.
sucked. It
That's like a
fucking
Tucker
sucked,
Carlson
dude.
type of party. Tucker Carlson used to be one hell of a party guy, but now he doesn't even drink anymore.
That's me. I don't even drink anymore. I mean, I used to drink, but
But if anyone
yeah.
out there wants to get me a
What
present,
made
I know I shouldn't be getting into nicotine pouches and like stuff like that. I'm not going to take another nicotine pouch after today. But if anyone wants to give me like a stupid gift, if anyone can like send me some Tucker Carlson nicotine patches. Tucker Carlson has his own brand of nicotine pouches. And I heard somebody tried them before.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not kidding you. And also, my mom, her best friend works at one of Tucker Carlson's like weekly restaurants that he goes to. Like he has his favorite restaurant that he likes to go to every single week. And my mom met Tucker Carlson and stuff like that. And Tucker Carlson still asks about my mom sometimes.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
it's called
cool.
Alp. Yeah, I want to meet Tucker Carlson. Maybe I'll meet him this year, but if not, it is what it is.
Yeah.
We need to gift this man right now. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. It's called Alp.
You need to hook up. You need to hook up full Adam Francisco. I could see and he's down in your area. I'd like to meet Adam Francisco, to be honest with you. I think he does some pretty good content.
I'll check him out. You gotta send me his link because I always forget about it. Send me like one of his videos or
Okay.
something. Use
I'll
the
do that.
Zen. Oh hell no. They're talking about boofing Zins. Hell no. Black
Oh,
Sabbath, War Pig. How do we gift you? I mean, shit, man. Join the Discord. I'm not gonna drop my address, but I can send you, a business establishment to send me some gifts to if you want. I will come out one day in your podcast, Graham. We know for peace I'm gone. Peace out, Burnell. Peace out. I would appreciate
you
that.
take care,
Take
Burnell.
care,
Thank you for
Burnell.
coming out.
How do we gift you? I mean, if you want to like drop me a $10 super chat, I could probably afford one of those. I would use that for the Alp, the Zin patches. I'm boofing a Zin right now. I mean, did I show you my Zins? I don't
Oh
smoke anything.
God.
I don't smoke whatsoever. Nicotine, MJ, anything. The only thing I like is an occasional Zin. Hey, have a good rest of the day at work. What's your favorite baseball team? I'll be honest, I don't watch baseball.
Yeah, I don't either. I really don't even watch a whole lot of football or basketball, but I'd say if I was to go to watching a game right now, I mean, the only thing I'd probably really get into would be, say, college basketball, and then I'm a Kentucky Wildcat fan.
Oh, that's disgusting, Gilbert. No, thank you. Get this boy a day Cuban cigar. Chris keeps telling me to come to New York. He's like, "Come to New York, man. I'll book you a hotel at Trump Tower. Come to New York, man. Let's meet up in New York, and we can both stay at the Trump Tower on me, on me." I mean, I ain't gonna lie, that's one hell of a fucking offer.
Yeah, because don't you get robes there?
I think you do get Trump. It says robes with Trump's name on it.
I would be. You know what? I was never one for stealing the hotel
Oh, that
towels
shit's
like a lot
coming
of
home with
people
me.
are.
Sorry if Chris has to
Yeah,
put down a deposit.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. That
I'm
shit's
sorry,
coming
Chris.
home with
You're
me.
gonna lose a little bit of your deposit because I'm taking all the shampoos with Trump's name on it. I'm taking all the shit with Trump's name on it. It's gone. Your deposit is gone, Chris. I'm sorry. Oh, smoke
Oh,
Jeter's cigars. I don't know what Jeter's cigars are. I thought you meant something else that was called Jeter's.
yeah. I'm more of like a Mac guy, a Macanudo.
Hey, thank you, Core Values. I appreciate that. Shout out Canada. I see you're over there. I know there's a couple conservative good people over there that I know. But yes, but Chris would be there. Yeah, that's the only downside. He's gonna try to convert me to a Democrat when I meet him in person. He's gonna be like, "All right, man. Now that we're in Trump Hotel, can you see what a shithole it is? You need to become a Democrat."
I don't think we would enjoy Trump Tower or the Trump Towers with Chris because he would be like, he, I guess for him to be impressed, it's going to be way up here, whereas our impressive level, our bars would be set lower than his.
You'll come back soft.
Yeah, we probably would.
No, I mean he would just be talking about shit about Trump. I mean, if I actually met Chris, I would try to I would talk about politics a little bit, but I don't want to be hearing him talking about how Trump Tower actually isn't that good of a hotel. Like he already did it to me already. He's like, well, Trump Tower, it's actually a little bit outdated. It ain't the best hotel. It ain't. I'm like, dude.
I have an issue with hotels. Period. I have a hard I have a hard time staying. My OCD and my PTSD goes off the deep end in a hotel just because I've been in roach motels that was clean spick and span, and then I've been in some really nice hotels where you take the bed sheet off the bed and look in the corner and you can see the freaking bed bugs.
Yeah.
Bed bugs are everywhere. Bed bugs are not a rich or poor thing. Bed bugs just go wherever it is people with bed bugs go.
Now, if I don't take Chris's offer up on the New York City Trump Hotel, I mean that one is a shit ton of money. It's like $600 or $700 a night. So if Chris, you want to give me that, I'm cool. I'll come there. But if not, I'm probably gonna go to the cheap Trump Hotel in Las Vegas. It's like 120, 150 a night. I know it's not
I
as good
can't
as
believe
the
they
New
ain't
York one,
gambling.
but
I can't believe they ain't gambling in that hotel.
yeah, there's no gambling. There's no casino. I'm not a gambler. I'm not a casino person really. I'm not gonna say that I never went to the casino before. One time I was at a casino. I think it was my very first time ever at a casino, and I put $5 in, and I got $150 out. I didn't keep
I like
gambling with it either. Once I won the 150, I walked away.
now. See, now that's how I am. If I win big, I walk away. I don't stay in it. But now I've always liked blackjack. But now this other game ain't even a game that you play at a casino. But there's a lot of Jewish people hates this game. They consider it an anti-Semitic game, and I play it. But what it is it takes one of their most beloved childhood toys, the dreidel, and the dreidel. It's got like I don't remember how many sides, but it's like six sides, maybe eight sides, and each side says something different. Okay, so everybody around the table has to start out by anteing up $2. You put $2 in a pot, and then you spin it, and it'll land on something. It'll say like, um, "Take one, take two, or take all," and that means take the whole pot, or take one or two, or it'll say go forward one or go back one. So you always do what the dreidel says, but there is I know it can be explained with math, but I've never seen a pile of money add up faster than with this game, and it comes from Jewish origins.
Hey,
But
brother of the road, how are you? I love hotel breakfast. That is true.
depends on the hotel. I mean, my favorite ones is when you've got a hotel. It's got like a Denny's in the bottom of it, and I am all about a Denny's. But then when you got those where you go and you make your pancakes yourself, and then they got a cereal bar, uh, I like Denny's.
Yeah, I love White Rage Channel. What the hell does that even mean? Oh, Denny's? You like Denny's? Man, Denny's used to be my spot in Florida, but people would be telling me to pull up the Waffle House. Like, dude, you know how many shootings in Waffle happen at Waffle House in Florida?
I do like a Waffle House too. Now, funny story, my grandmother, okay, she was very well known in Key West, and she had a pug. We called him Mr. Pugsley. And every Saturday, she would take Mr. Pugsley into Denny's, and they would let that dog at the table with her and order off the child's menu. She took that dog everywhere. Nobody stopped her from going anywhere with that dog. It was really cool. And everywhere it went, there's always this pug. This pug ended up being almost 60 pounds. He
Wait,
was
who doesn't
huge.
have butter? Waffle House or Denny's? 60 pounds eating off the fucking Denny's plate? That's crazy. My grandmother had a cat. Its name was Clovis. That shit was like 35 pounds. It was the fattest cat you ever seen. It made Garfield look skinny.
Seen a 50-pound Siamese cat too. It was in Key West, Florida. It was 100-plus-year-old woman that could still get around. I was young, but she had a 50. It was in the Guinness World Book of Records. It was like a 50 or 55-pound Siamese cat. The thing could not walk without its belly scrubbing the ground.
Waffle House doesn't have butter? Damn, 60-pound dogs? Fuck, that's fucked up. That's animal abuse. Sorry to your grandmother, but.
No, it wasn't my grandmother. It was her friend.
Or her friend.
But
Oh, yeah, Waffle House. I will say Waffle House is only good if you're really drunk and you're trying to go there at 3 or 4 in the morning. Other than that, If someone says let's go to Waffle House over Denny's, like I used to have a friend that'd be like, let's go to Denny's. He'd be like, no, let's
Oh,
go to Waffle House. No, fuck no.
Tracy just mentioned something really cool. They ain't dew claw cats, okay? They're six-toe cats. And if you see a six-toed cat in Key West, it is a descendant of one of Ernest Hemingway's cats
Yep, I
because that's
know
the only
that.
cat.
I spent a lot of time in Key West. There are a lot of Fruit Loops in Key West. It's a pretty nice place, but there's a lot of Fruit Loops
Yeah,
there.
they are. You know, the funny thing is when I was a kid, certain things did not make no sense to me. But as I got older, things I saw made more sense, such as my grandmother's neighbors were gay. I didn't know what gay was. They were always really nice to me. They're actually really good people. If I knew how to find them, I would seek them out just to say hello because they were always genuinely nice. They wasn't weird. They didn't try to indoctrinate me. They were actually just some really cool people. But I always got a kick out of it because I always remember one thing. In their living room, they had one of them, they had like a 7 foot tall concrete rooster. So today, whenever I think about it, I think of two gay guys and their concrete cock.
Oh my god. That probably meant something weird, but I'm not going to speculate too much. If you
Yeah,
like butter,
exactly.
don't go to
Exactly.
Waffle House. They don't got any.
I didn't know that about Waffle House. What do they use? Margarine?
I think so, but I would not go to Waffle House. Whenever I go to Waffle House, I definitely have my finger on the trigger of my gun because it just looks like a place where you're gonna get shot and robbed up.
Graham. Food does not taste more better than when your adrenaline's pumping.
Have you tried fried butter? No, I don't think so.
I'm not. No, that's to me. You say fried butter, I think heart attack.
Yeah, I'm trying to live a long life. Fake butter? You mean like Bill Gates butter? Bill Gates came out with his own butter.
I'm not touching anything that fucking man makes.
You
Fuck
want to
that
know the fucked
guy.
up part is
He's a weirdo.
they probably sell Bill Gates butter in like another store under some fucking weird name that you think, oh, that's old reliable butter, old reliable. Then you get that
Yeah,
shit.
Tracy, I agree with you. I need my butter too. Not margarine, butter.
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna really comment on that too much, but there is indeed those types of people at Waffle House. He's honestly right. At Waffle House, 2 a.m., crackheads jump out asking for money. That would scare the living fuck out of me.
Oh gosh,
I think
that
it was near Charleston, Carolina, and we drove there, and this big belly motherfucker, his pants were falling down. He looked homeless, and I would have swear to God that he was about to pull a gun on me. Like he just kept reaching in the front of his pants, kept reaching in the front of his pants. He was walking up to me like, I swear to God, I almost fucking pissed myself. I instantly put I was carrying a bag, a gray bag, and I put my hand into that bag, and I had my hand on my firearm on the trigger. I was literally thinking this guy was gonna pull a freaking gun on me. I was just ready to start. I wasn't even gonna pull it out. I was just gonna shoot right through the bag and right into his stomach. Like
Tracy says
shit.
Waffle House is not for the weak. You're right. I tell you what, one of the most dangerous Waffle Houses I think I've ever been in would be Nashville.
Oh my god.
Nashville was, I know that we went there for a lot of bike events, and I know on two different occasions that the Waffle House ended up having crime scene tape wrapped around it.
Jesus. This guy said maybe I'm half independent and Republican. What does that even mean, my guy?
He's got hope. Means there's hope
Butter
for
is
dough.
superior.
Yeah, butter is superior. Margarine is fake. Margarine, yeah, margarine, I don't think good for you. I'd rather have the real stuff.
My buddy lives in the Keys, but he doesn't live in Key West. I mean, his rent is crazy. I think he has a 1 or 2 bedroom. I think it's 2,500, maybe $3,000 a month. I mean, he's in the National Guard. I'm pretty sure they either pay for it or subsidize him or pay him enough for him to
Yeah.
afford it. Not the
I'll be
National Guard.
honest
Sorry,
with
he's in the
you.
Coast Guard. He's in the Coast Guard in the Keys.
If I could afford if I could afford to live in Key West, I know, like you just said, I'm very aware that there's a lot of weirdos in Key West, but honestly, if I could afford to live in Key West, I probably would. I mean, it just, I don't know. I enjoyed Key West. I'm kind of a recluse, anyways, and I keep to myself, and so the the weird part wouldn't bother me. Just I don't know. I find Key West a very beautiful town.
Yeah, it is very beautiful. I've been there so many times as a kid. I love the Keys. They're fantastic.
Yeah. Hey, Graham, I've got to hop off here. My mama's
Okay.
trying to call.
Have
Love
a
you,
good
man.
evening.
I'll talk to you
Love you,
soon.
man.
And everybody, thank you all for tuning into the show, and I'll see you next time.
See ya. Peace out. Key West is full of transit people and no beach. Yeah, fair enough. If you guys have any questions, comments, anything, drop some super chats. I'll probably hop off in the next 5-10 minutes unless someone drops a super chat with a good question topic. We can talk about whatever you guys like. Don't I like Europe better than where? Depends where. If I could live anywhere, it would probably be, I don't know, that's a hard question to answer. I would like multiple homes if it was up to me. Let's talk. What do you want to talk about? What am I listening to these days? What do you mean? Music wise, podcast wise? What are we talking about? California has to be one of the worst states in the US? Absolutely. I'm going to listen to music. I might not agree with you or your politics, but I agree with freedom of speech. You're a good American. You don't have to agree with my politics. I mean, California is beautiful, but politically and tax wise, it's horrible. It's not a good place to start a business. How about going home to Germany? I mean, I've taken a DNA ancestry test before. I'm 0% German, so I don't know what the hell you're talking about. And I was born in America, in Florida, so. Where did Andrea go? I feel safe when she's around. I don't know where she went. Probably studying or something. W for freedom of speeches and consequences that come. No, I'm not talking about Charlie. There shouldn't be any consequences for freedom of speech unless you're a fascist and want to silence people for what they say. I don't have a smoke detector that's beeping or any crap. Guys, slap that like and subscribe button. Freedom of speech means everyone has the right to say what they want, regardless if you like it or not. Booyah. I've never touched crack in my life. What the hell are you talking about? There's no beep. Does anyone else hear any beeps? I don't hear any beeps. Who has battery smoke detectors anymore? Why do I travel to Europe? Because I love Europe? Does that upset you or something? Why don't you travel? That's my question. I didn't hear anything. Isn't what woke? Europe? No, Europe's not woke. Eastern Europe is very conservative. But Spain and France and Germany, yeah, they're extremely woke. And the UK. I subbed to your channel. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. That's awesome, man. Anyone out there that hasn't traveled, you should definitely get the chance to travel. I don't have a freaking smoke detector that's on batteries. Christ is king. I'm not illegal. I was born in the United States, but okay, buddy. Christ is king. Hell yeah. Oh, that's actually true, Gear Jammer. Can't even debate what Gear Jammer said. Dude, I don't have a smoke detector and batteries. Do we have any final questions, comments, anything we want to talk about? I'm probably going to hop off stream here in a minute. Unless someone drops a super chat with a topic or a question, anything they want to talk about. But don't forget to subscribe, guys, if you haven't already. All right, guys. I think I'm probably gonna hop off here now, but I might go live stream in 30 minutes to an hour, but no promises. No promises. If you want me to answer any questions or comments, drop a super chat. I'll answer whatever you want. I'll give you guys, 30 to 60 seconds. I do not worship anyone except Jesus Christ. Any final questions, comments, super chat discussions you want to talk about? See ya, Oron. All right, guys. I see you trolling in the comments. Have a good one, guys. Have a good evening. I might be back in a little bit if someone wants to debate. If not, I might rest. We'll see. Peace out.